another episode of Oxymoron Show from SUNDOS Communication, and my name is Olabi Elizabeth, and I have with me my co-host to discuss on this exclusive show. And our topic for today is the fuel subsidy, and that is the major crisis going on in the country. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Welcome back, guys, and we are still on the show. I'm sure every one of us, we are familiar with this word fuel subsidy, and I'm sure majority of us know the meaning of fuel subsidy, but yet we still have to check what fuel subsidy is all about. And I have here with me from my research. Fuel subsidy is a measure taken by the government to reduce the price of gasoline or diesel for the general public. It entails offering monetary aids or incentives to make up for the cost of prime of fuel products like gasoline, diesel, or liquefied petroleum gas. At this point, I would allow Kelechi to take over.
Thank you, Jumoke. I am Kelechi and I am happy to be part of this conversation. So I'll be telling you on how fuel subsidy started. On Monday, 29th May 2023, in President Bola Tinubu's inaugural speech, he announced that fuel subsidy will be removed, stating budgetary concerns. This decision led to a high rise in fuel prices. This made some companies unable to refuel their vehicles, leaving many people stranded and increase in transportation.
Thank you, Kelechi, for that presentation. I do want Jessica to take over now.
Okay, thank you. Okay. I am Jessica and I'll be talking of causes of fuel subsidy in Nigeria. The reason given was that government could no longer afford the payment due to a dip in the country's revenue caused by a huge drop in crude oil prices at the international markets. This law was introduced by the Olusegun Obasanjo military regime in order to cushion the effects of the Great Inflation era of the 1917 caused by a worldwide increase in energy prices.
Thank you, Jessica, for that wonderful section. I'm sure Mr. Samuel here has some information to share with us too. Over to you.
All right, thank you very much, Jumoke, for the opportunity given to me to be part of this talk show. I'm Samuel by name, and I'm going to be highlighting some negative effects of fuel subsidy. Firstly, increase in the prices of petroleum products. We can see that the prices of fuel few months ago is different from the current prices. Everything has increased, everything has risen, all because of the increase in fuel products. Then secondly, increase in the cost of transportation. You can see that if people are going out now, people they will be frustrated at the prices of cost of transportation. Like most salary earners now, the cost of transportation has increased, but their salary is still the same. So they end up spending on most of their salaries on transportation. Then thirdly, social unrest and protest. We are all going out and we see what's happening in the area. People are really agitating. People are angry all because of this fuel. Like if you just most people are angry, go to the street, even to newspaper joints, everybody are just they're just expressing their feeling because they are not happy with the situation. So social unrest here and there and everything. People are just this whole situation itself. It is so alarming that we just need to plead with the government to help us find something to do about it.
Yeah, and I watched a news something that happened recently about Peter Obi. It was though he supported this fuel subsidy, but his reason was that it helps the country, the country get advantage from it, but it doesn't help us because it's not favoring us.
That's just it though. That's just it because if I should actually remember, I remember when this fuel subsidy, when it all started, I had we were trying to repair our refinery so that prices of our goods can come down and we can now get to make things by ourselves and to lessen the cost of the products that we buy. But now it is not funny. It is not really funny.
But I guess the fuel subsidy, the money, it depends on what they use the money for. Because what I heard, maybe they use it in repair roads paying debt and taxes and stuff like that.
Exactly, though. And that was what Peter Obi is trying to point out in that video you were talking about, because I'm actually opportune to actually watch the video too. But that was what I was trying to point out, that they were actually using the money for the right thing, but it has not been really favorable to us, because now the process, it is not really fun. It's a process, so we are expecting a good result from it, but the process is not funny. But guys, we have all just spoken well, and I know how it is. If we should start asking one or two people, even from our viewers, if they start commenting, we'll see that it has not been funny. But yeah, we just have to look into some of the way out, like now, definitely have to just find solutions to every problem. And I just have to salute we Nigerians. Hey, we easily get adapted to issues when there is any crisis like this, trying to manage and see how we can go through it, and everyone will try to stay safe. So I have some points here which I just jotted down that we can actually go through, and we will be fine. And here I guess there's no one to start telling us to now cut down our budget. I'm telling you, if it is 20,000 naira you spend in a month, you now be like, oh, how can I manage it and I'll spend 10,000 naira, so that the amount I will give to transportation will not choke me and all of that. So we have to cut down our budget, and we have to be wise with our fuel usage. I remember one of our programs some weeks ago where we were talking about this, getting addicted to TV watching. I guess that has to be reduced. I'm telling you, you have to reduce the hours which you watch your TV. You have to reduce the hours which you on your gen and try to use electricity. A power supply and all of that. And also, if it is not necessarily need to have a physical meeting, there's a way we can switch to online meetings. We now have our Zoom, our YouTube, our Google Meet, and all the social media, this thing that they have created for us that we can just use. So we can embrace online meetings. And also, if possible, we can try and relocate to, very close to our workplace or our school. Students now, so maybe you spend 800 naira, 700 naira from your house, your hostel to your school. There's a way you can relocate and get closer to your school. And also trekking, they call it Legedis Benz. So we can actually try and trek it. Although too much of trekking and actually tell our body. But yes, you can look for ways that you can try and trek a bit. If it's just to reduce the cost of your transportation. And bulk buying too. I guess that will go to our women, our mothers at home.
Buy
all those, your pepper, your groundnut oil, your rice. Because the way you can just get them in bulk so as to reduce the bag. Buying 2 cup, 3 cup, Alberica, and all of that cannot really be helpful. If you can get it in bulk, it will help the situation. And use of public transportation too. If you cannot use your vehicle for now, I guess a lot of people are even doing that right now. You cannot use your.
I know people that they left their cars at home just to I even have a brother that traveled out of Lagos recently, but it was like, I can't go in my car. I just had to board public transport. I was like, bro,
we just have to
embrace, now.
We have to embrace public transportation. All of this is just beat down the cost of living, because we know that it is not really smiling, it is not favorable. But we just have to help ourselves in doing 1 or 2 things to actually help the situation. I'm telling you, we are really trying. Nigerians, kudos to you.
Kudos to you.
And I guess this will be a wrap for today on this episode. And I want to beseech us and I want to encourage us to actually join us for our next episode, and I'm sure it's going to be an amazing time again. So we are from SUNDOS Communication, and you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. To meet again, I'm Jumoke by the name, and here is Kelechi, Samuel, and
Jessica.
Over there is Jessica. So to meet again, say bye.
Bye.